John Beilein joins us now on 97.1 The Ticket. John, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We are great.
Snowing down here like crazy down here in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, actually, we were wondering, how does this affect your day today? Are you guys going to get out of there on the early end or wait for it to pass?
No,
or?
you know what? We have never gone. We did make a decision earlier this week that because of the snow, it's a noon game. We have never, in a long time, we haven't gone up there the night before. We just go up and play the game, and actually won twice where we just went up, and first time we walked in the gym was for the game. And so we've been going with that, but this time because of the snow, I just didn't want to get there late tomorrow because we don't know what it's going to be like. So we are going to leave after practice today, but we have plenty of time. And, it's normal to go in the night before. We just haven't ever done it. So
I don't know, John. It worked for you guys last year at the Big Ten tournament. Show up day of game, just go right to the gym, right?
That's extreme. That's extreme. But well, hopefully we don't have to crash a plane to get that done.
Exactly.
Obviously, you guys were disappointed with the loss to Purdue, but that said, you guys have been playing some pretty good basketball. Are you pleased with the way the team is playing right now?
Yeah, we're growing right now, and we're getting it's a first time in a bit where I think I've been able to, I've always had this dilemma: do we play a tired, a player in a game, or just to call a timeout to give him a rest, or give him a sub? And right now, I think we have the bench where we're not getting confused with some of the really great teams yet, but we do have a bench right now that is sort of developing. And so it gives us some time. If foul trouble or something like that, we can survive what maybe we couldn't in some other years when either because of some attrition or injury, we just didn't have that in our pocket. So I think that's been good. But it's a moderately young team. We got three seniors and juniors total, and a lot of guys are just really playing. Majority of teams playing big time basketball for the first time in their life. I mean, real serious games on the line. Our game against Purdue the other day, we had quite a difference there where those kids from Purdue have been to 4 NCAA tournaments. They've had the game on the line a lot of times, every one of them. And we do not yet, but we're growing every day. That game taught us a lot.
Speaking of your bench and young players, Isaiah Livers, did you expect him to deliver as much this early in his career?
I never expect anything. I'm just telling you, I've had the most highly rated recruits come in, and they take more time. And then we've had guys like Trey Burke. We just barely beat Western Illinois in his freshman year, the first game. I mean, barely, and he was completely outplayed by their fifth-year senior. And I said, "What are we going to do at the point guard? Trey's going to take a while." We go out to Maui and play, and on the way home, I think, my goodness, we're only going to have Trey for 1 year because he might be a pro. So you just don't know what you're going to get. You really don't know. And Isaiah is a really fine young man who has learned to just try to grow through his mistakes instead of maybe find reasons for his mistakes. Just listen, get better, and just keep going. And so that's really been a catalyst for him, that he's starting to accept the responsibility when he is learning a different college game, and now grow from it. That's been a big key for him.
John Beilein with us on the Troy Laser Hotline, the Michigan head basketball coach. They'll take on Michigan State tomorrow at noon. John, we do these little, recaps on our show of what you guys did the night before, and I feel like more and more, either Stoney or I are saying, 6 Michigan Wolverines scored in double figures in their blank win, and it's just like this kind of goes to what you were saying about the bench and the depth. Is that kind of a sweet spot for you as a coach, that you have that many guys you can turn to? Or, in a way, is it a challenge for you to try to find the best 5 in certain circumstances on the floor?
Right. Yeah, it is. It's really good when you have some of the talent that we've had in the past years where, we had a whole series of plays for Nick Stauskas or Karras or Tim or Trey and Glenn Robinson, all those guys. And now it's more like we're playing off each other. And so I feel real confident that anybody could go up and you have 20 at the same time. I think that like you said, we could have games with 5 or 6 guys in double figures and win as well. So it's a work in progress. Don't we're I wouldn't crown anything yet. We're 3-2 in the league, and we got to continue to get good wins. And the schedule right now, with its compressed schedule, the schedule is just really tough for teams that are still growing, and we got to grow through it. There's no question about it. But I do, like I said, I feel good about the future right now. We had an incredibly. I'm really proud of the recruiting class we had. And this freshman class looks like it's really solid as well. So just a matter of time now where I think we can compete for championships again like we did a few years ago.
Tomorrow playing the Spartans at Breslin. They're, I wouldn't say struggling. They got blown out, as you know, by Ohio State and almost lost to Rutgers. Would you rather play a team like that when they're going great or when they are hitting a little bit of a bump?
That's a tough question. I think if they had lost to Rutgers, and Rutgers wait a minute, that team is really good. Is really come on. They got 3 seniors there that guard people and can shut down people, and they did a great job. And then the young kid Corey did a great job at the point guard. So, but I don't like playing people after a loss. It's usually a bad sign. And I hope we come out like that because we're nasty and hungry after we lost to Purdue. But that's a tough one. At the same time, they're not playing poorly. Ohio State went to Wisconsin and was ahead by 30 at half or 25 at half. Wisconsin, we were up 20 on Wisconsin. The next thing you know, we're down 6 or 7. I mean, it's a really good team. And you're not going to go through this season undefeated. And 31 games, there's going to be losses, and you just grow from it. It's what you actually need is to lose so that you can be good in March.
Hey, John Beilein with us here on 97.1 The Ticket. I feel, and maybe this just is my take on it, I could be totally wrong, like Abdul Rabb does not quite get the notoriety he deserves. I'm just looking at his numbers. He's obviously number 1 in minutes played, 3rd leading scorer, I believe 2nd assist man, 3rd in rebounding, maybe 3rd in rebounding. I mean, kind of does it all. Senior on the team, has been through the battles. Do you feel like, for all the talk your team gets, that maybe he flies under the radar a little bit?
Oh, without question. Without question. He really is. The other day, his defense was tremendous. We didn't get great perimeter defensive play against Purdue. His man did not. It wasn't his issue. You know, it was when we switched and somebody else was guarding his man. That's where we got into issues. And no, he's really underrated. And even by me, so much sort of take it for granted for 2 or 3 years. I don't take him for granted now. We love what he brings to this team, and we're trying to give him as many opportunities as we can to continue to just finish his senior year with a really his sort of historic years where he's won a championship. He maybe can win another one. If we could go to the NCAA tournament too, that's 3 out of 4 years. And his first year, we were so depleted by the NBA draft and injuries. That was good for him. He got to play, even though we barely we only won 16 games. It was great for him, and it's all that time is showing off now.
I know his teams are usually pretty good. Do you enjoy playing, coaching against Tom Izzo? What's your relationship like with him?
We really, I think, have huge respect for each other. I'm not speaking for him, but I think we have huge respect for each other. He's a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, I can count on, probably 2 hands how many times I've coached against a Hall of Fame coach that's already in the Springfield Hall of Fame. He's a tremendous team. It's a great atmosphere. It's what our kids signed up for. Home and away, you come to the Big Ten, this is what you expect. And Michigan State has as good a program as there's anywhere in the country at any time. And it's always good. This is what we all wanted, including the coaches. This is what we all wanted, and we've gone up there with really good teams and got pounded. We went up there with a 1-6 team in the league once and won.
Yep.
You never know what to expect, but they're pretty darn good, home or away. And we just got to we had to go up there and do our best and grow from it in either way, in either victory or defeat. Now,
you have to admit, as a coach and as a fan, it sucks that you guys only play once this year, right?
Well, it is a. I'll speak to that after Saturday's game. Let's see what happens on Saturday. But no, we fixed that.
Yeah, I know.
We fixed that. This is never going to happen again. But you gotta there's got to be some equity in this league. When you think of it, is the schedule really fair that other people are only playing Michigan State or Michigan once, but they're always playing each other twice? That's not sort of a fair schedule, and I think you see that in football a little bit. And so, but going forward now with 20 league games, now there'll be much more equity in the schedule that we will be playing each other twice every year, and it's a great basketball game. And they like I said, it's an elite program in the United States, and they're great representatives of the Big Ten.
705 career wins, including 100-plus Big Ten wins at Michigan. John Beilein, the head coach of the Wolverines. Really appreciate your time this morning. Good luck tomorrow, Coach. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. There he is, John Beilein. He said that he'll coach against Tom Izzo tomorrow, who's already in the Hall of Fame. I have a feeling John Beilein might be joining him there one day, the way his career has gone. We look at where he's been and where he's won every single stop along the way.